Hey there, and thanks for joining me today. I've got a fun one for you. Today we're going to talk about the top 11 events that happen annually in Denver. Now, it was very hard for me to dwindle this list down to just 11, so I focused on events that have both national and international notoriety, draw a large amount of attendees, and in my opinion, are worth a trip to Denver just to come to these events. So let's get going. I also want to mention that all these events I'm mentioning, I will put links in the description and in the comments so that you have a resource for that in case you want to buy tickets. Just put it on your calendar so that you're able to attend when these events are happening. Now, before we jump in to the top 11, I'm going to mention two that don't happen within Denver, but were definitely worth an honorable mention. So first, I just want to mention here the Boulder International Film Festival. This world-renowned festival takes place in March and brings people from all over the world to Boulder, Colorado, to a 4-day film festival that celebrates the art of cinema. The festival draws over 25,000 attendees and has been called one of the most influential young film festivals in the US. Second, I've got to mention the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. Also known as the Race to the Clouds, the route is 12.42 miles long, boasts 156 turns, and the finish line is at the top of Pikes Peak, which is over 14,000 feet high. So if you're a fan of motorsports, you're gonna definitely want to put this on your calendar, make a trip to Denver, specifically to Colorado Springs, to see the Race to the Clouds. All right, now let's get into the top 11 events that happen annually in Denver. Number 11 is the Denver St. Patrick's Day Parade. Now, it may surprise you that one of the biggest St. Patrick's Day celebrations in the US happens right here in Denver. It is in the top 10 St. Patrick's Day celebrations, beat out only by New York, Chicago, and Boston. So this parade is huge. The parade takes place on the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day, and festivities continue throughout the week. The Denver St. Patrick's Day Parade has been going on since 1889. Number 10, the Denver BBQ Festival. Now, while Colorado certainly isn't known as a barbecue state, the best of the best pitmasters converge on Empower at Mile High Stadium every June. Pitmasters from Missouri, Texas, the Carolinas, Tennessee, all come to smoke over 30,000 pounds of meat. Admission to this event is free with beer and food available for purchase. You can also purchase a pit pass, which will give you unlimited barbecue. Number 9, the 5 Points Jazz Festival. Now, this jazz festival celebrates the rich history of the 5 Point neighborhoods here in Denver that once used to be called the Harlem of the West. Traveling musicians used to stop over in Denver, and 5 Points was the place to be, with over 50 clubs and bars and a ton of live music. And nationally known artists like Billie Holiday, Nat King Cole, Duke Ellington, Miles Davis, and very, very prominent artists would perform right here in Denver. So this jazz festival celebrates that with obviously lots of live music, food vendors. This event happens the first Saturday in June and is free to the public. Number 8, the Denver Cinco de Mayo Festival. This 2-day party that draws over 400,000 attendees started at Civic Center Park in 1988 when it was just a local street fair. The event now draws over 400,000 people and has live music, Mexican folk art, street vendors, and even a taco eating contest. Admission is free to the public. And number 7 is Denver Pride. This event takes place in June and is recognized as one of the top 10 Pride events in the United States. The event features live performances, live music, and street vendors. Number 6 is the Taste of Denver. This event marks the end of summer and takes place on Labor Day weekend at Civic Center Park. This event debuted in 1995 to showcase Denver's diverse culinary scene. Many local restaurants participate and dozens of food trucks line the streets around Civic Center Park. There is also live music and also over 50 vendors selling jewelry, clothing, art, furniture, and more. Admission is free. Food and booze are available for purchase. Number 5 is the High Plains Comedy Festival. Now, this newer event that started in 2010 was started by local comedian and writer Adam Caton Holland. The festival showcases both local and national comedians that perform shows throughout various venues throughout the city, but primarily taking place in the Baker neighborhood around South Broadway. Attendees can purchase a festival pass or tickets to individual shows. The event takes place in September. Mark your calendars if you like comedy. And all these events that I'm going to mention here, I'll make sure to put links in both the description and the comments so you can buy tickets if they're required, or if you just want to put those on your calendar so you can be sure to make a trip out to Denver for the event of your choice. Number 4 is the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival. This 2-day festival started in 2001 to celebrate and bring awareness to Colorado's Asian, American, and Pacific Islander communities. It kicks off with an actual dragon boat race across Sloan's Lake. It draws over 150,000 attendees and it has live performances, live art demonstrations, an Asian market, as well as plenty of food vendors. All festivities take place around Sloan's Lake in the month of July. Number 3 is the Denver Film Festival. This is the largest film festival in the Rocky Mountain region, which started in 1978. This event happens every November and features films from around the world and hosts international guests. Sci Film Center is the home of the Denver Film Festival. However, other venues such as the Denver Botanic Gardens and the Tattered Covered Bookstore participate in events. All right, number 2. The National Western Stock Show. Now, this is the second largest rodeo, horse, and livestock show in the US and has been going on since 1906. The event is 16 days long in the month of January and draws over 700,000 attendees. It's put on by a charity that provides scholarships for those wanting to get involved in veterinary medicine and agriculture in rural areas. So if you like horses, ponies, pigs, bulls, and you like rodeo, this is an event not to miss. All right, and before we get into the top event that happens annually in Denver, I just want to remind you that while I love making content like this, what I really love doing is helping people with their real estate journey. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property here in the great state of Colorado, my number and email will be at the end of this video, so be sure to call, text, or email me. I'd love to help you out. All right, now for the top event. Number 1 annual event in Denver is the Great American Beer Festival. This is the largest beer festival outside of Europe. It started in 1982 and is a 3-day festival that hosts hundreds of the nation's top breweries, which all converge to compete for a bronze, silver, or gold in their respective beer categories. And attendees get unlimited tasters of these beers. So I do want to point out that if you're visiting Denver for the Great American Beer Festival, you have access to unlimited tasters here. A little bit of booze here at a high altitude in the Mile High City goes a long way, so make sure to pace yourself. But if you're a craft beer enthusiast, this is an event that you don't want to miss. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a fun time. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so that you're alerted every time I come out with new content, And be sure to share this with a friend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.